Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be reviewing the Honda Passport TrailSport. Before we get into this video though, as always, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 3.5 liter V6 that goes through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 19 around town and then 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 280 horsepower and then 262 pound-feet of torque. Now before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Taking a look at the hood, I really like this color. It's like a bluish gray. I think it looks fantastic. And then you guys can see TrailSport down below. And we've got the same style of headlight you have on the Ridgeline. Still, they haven't updated this like the Pilot. You can see with the little turn signal indicator down below. And then it's just kind of like darker in coloration there. So putting it all together, I think it looks pretty good, but I do think that the new Pilot styling is quite a bit more handsome, and I'm excited for when the Passport has that. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245, 60, 18 on the front and over on the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you got the metallic gray there. Got these nice all-terrain tires, and look at the fender flare here, and you can see the rest of the bodywork. Notice the mirror cap is also blacked out. And then here is the full side profile with the Passport. Taking a look at the key fob, it's pretty simplistic. Lock and unlock, you've got your remote start, you got the opening for the hatch, and then the Honda logo. Now one of the big benefits of the Passport is it's got a ton of space. Unlike the Pilot, it's not a 3-row SUV, so all this space that's normally for third row is, well, now storage. And then you can see you've got a little outlet here. This is to fold down the second row seats, and then you get a little bit more storage underneath as well. And when you're all done with this area, got this button up here you can press to lower down the hatch. Got kind of like a C shape here for the taillights, and then you can see with the rest of the badging here, and then also that's blacked out. Got the Passport badge, and then I like the double exhaust tip setup. So putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks here on this Passport TrailSport. Now take a look at the door panel. You've got this sunshade here, and then you got soft touch down below, the stitching that goes across, and then this is nice for the storage. It's pretty cool with the seats. You can see perforated, and you got the nice stitching all throughout. Legroom back here is pretty solid. Got a little storage pocket. We've got some vents here, USB ports with an outlet, and then we do have a cup holder armrest, and then headroom. It's pretty good. Now take a look at the front door panel. You can see again soft touch here and down below. All of our window controls, notice this one, or the front two rather, are automatic. Got your memory seat function, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. TrailSport there on the headrest. You can see perforated down the center portion. Power adjustments on the side. Got our power folding mirror function, mirror adjustments. It's your econ mode. You can see with the parking sensors. That's for your collision assistance, and you've got stability control and then lane departure. Steering wheel is manually adjustable. And then the dash, you can see there's soft touch trim that goes across. Taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see perforated on either side and the nice soft touch trim here at the top and at the bottom. Paddle shifters there on the back for the 9-speed. Got stuff like the adaptive cruise control, your steering assist, heat steering wheel function, controls for the center, voice command, phone controls as well. And then these stalks here on the back. Now with the gauge cluster, partially analog, partially digital. That digital screen there in the center you can use to, let's get these out of the way. But yeah, you can just see different bits of information on the car itself. So it's pretty cool, and you can see the average fuel economy the car's been getting so far, which not too bad for a big V6 SUV. Trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel in reverse with the backup camera. Just has a backup camera, no 360 or anything. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, it's easy enough to use. Response times pretty quick. So yeah, good system, and I like the fact you have an analog volume control with that. Tri-zone climate, even though this doesn't have a third row, they still have the tri-zone climate from the Pilot that this used to share a lot with. Obviously the Pilot's been updated, this one hasn't. And then we do have our heated seats down below, some USBs, and then we've got our wireless phone charging pad. Got all of our buttons here for the transmission select, and this is our drive mode select. Got a few different drive modes for different terrain. Then you got your auto stop start, some cup holders, and then I do like the center console. It's pretty big. It's got nice trim here on the top. And then the glove box, that's pretty normal. And then we've got our controls here for the sunroof, just a traditional sunroof. Now here's a quick look at the window sticker. You can see Passport TrailSport, and we've got all of the standard equipment here. There's your base MSRP, and then Sonic Gray's the color, by the way. Total MSRP, $46,330. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility. We've got visibility of the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spot ring, and then throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, let's set off. So, setting off in the Passport. This is one of those vehicles I have as a tester. And so, yeah, I've got some opinions on it. First off, ride quality with this is solid. It's comfortable. I think that Honda's done a pretty good damping with their modern SUVs. This and the Pilot, they just drive well. Does pretty good over bumps. You know, again, for a unibody SUV, let's say it is not too shabby at all. And then when it comes to the acceleration, it's naturally aspirated V6. We're at 4,500 feet, and it gets up at a solid pace. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's insanely fast. I wouldn't say it's slow either. I'd say that it's, you know, right where it needs to be when it comes to the acceleration. Seat comfort's also pretty good in the Passport. The seats aren't, they hold you in place relatively well, but they aren't constricting either. Pretty good insulation. You know, it's a windy day today for the most part, and it's not annoying or anything like that. So it's another plus. And so that'll get me into summing things up, and then also, yeah, my take on some of the items, I guess is what we could call it, the Passport. So the first thing is the styling. I think objectively the new Pilot looks better, and I mean, that came out in 23. I don't know why they're taking so long to get that styling over onto this, and then, you know, also potentially onto the Ridgeline. I think that's a, you know, interesting thing that it's taking, like I said, taking so long. But yeah, outside of that, I think the interior is nice. I think it drives well. I just think it needs the same updates that the Pilot got, and yeah, I think it's strange that it's taken, yeah, like I said, it's taken Honda so long to do this. So let me know what you guys think about the Passport, and then I guess the TrailSport side of things. Let's be real, just like most SUVs in this category, unibody with all-terrain tires, this is more of like a good SUV to get if you know, live on country roads where you need a little bit more of an aggressive tire. You don't want to have to, you know, deal with getting stuck or anything like that. But this is no Jeep Wrangler level of off-roader, right? It's ultimately a mommy SUV with some off-road tires. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's ultimately what it is. So let me know what you guys think about the Passport TrailSport.